Hi there guys, welcome to my channel. So in the last video we did the cutting and the drafting of this Agbada Kimono Bubu, and today we're going to be showing you the concluding part of it, how to go about your joining and your attaching of your collar. I hope that you find value with this video. Stay tuned. In the previous video rather, so at this point we're going to be cutting out our collar. This is the collar. Remember I added my seam allowance a little above 1/4 inch, probably, and then 3/4 inch by the side. That's the part that will sit at the front. So this is what it will be, right? So I'm going to be making a few alterations to our collar because I don't want the top to be too I don't want the top to be too straight and just plain. So I'm going to make a few alterations. I'm just going to curve this out. So that way we're going to be cutting out our sharp end from up so that the collar is just a bit curved. I wouldn't want it to just be straight up. So I'm going to cut from here and then just curve it in. You can see that our collar is curved now. So my collar is curved now. By the time I place it, this is how it's going to look. I'm going to go ahead and be cutting on our fabric. I'm going to be cutting 2 pieces of this. There's going to be interfacing on one, and there's going to be no interfacing on the second piece of this fabric. Remember, we already have our seam allowances on this collar, so there's no need to put in any seam allowance. You just go ahead and place your fabric on fold. I already have 2 pieces of fabric here. I'm going to be cutting everything together for ease of time and to save us stress. So let's turn it this way so you can see where the top of this is. So you just fold in a way that your fabric does not waste. Now ladies, I'm going to be notching this area where our midpoint line is so that you can identify it when it's time to fix your collar. Here, and this is also the midpoint of the collar, and whatever you do here you're also going to do on the fabric. You can see that this already has our desired shape, so we're lucky. Would we say that? You can see that your collar is already curved, and so just go ahead and cut this out. So you paint your fabric and you just cut out. So guys, I've gone ahead to iron my interfacing to this. After cutting it out, I ended up ironing interfacing to the 2 of them, and I used paper stay. So you can see the lining piece and the original piece of the collar done with paper stay. So ladies, I've gone ahead to press my seams open at the joining of my back and my front shoulders. So I've pressed the seam open, you can see it, and so you're going to have a neat finishing when you turn onto the other side and you press. Then for the sleeve, I went ahead to fold by 1 inch, sorry, by 1/2 inch and then 1 inch, and then I put in my hemming gum just like we did at the placket area in the middle. So we're going to go ahead and attach the collar, and then we're going to be back. So guys, I'm picking up our collar, and on the top area, you know that we've ironed and we folded the down by 1/4 inch, or a bit bigger than quarter, but 1/4 inch basically, because that's what I left as seam allowance, if you remember. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take the top part of the collar, right facing, sides facing each other. That's the lining now. And we're going to stitch round, starting from the outer area down like this to the other end. Note that this is the top of your collar. So we're stitching the sides and the top. So guys, I've gone ahead to sew round on this collar at the top part, and then I'm going to be going ahead to notch, just notch all your curved areas so your shapes come out well. So I'm going ahead to press. So guys, I'm going ahead to press. You're going to fold your collar in two like so. In two, make sure that this part come out. When you iron everything, eventually it's going to come out. In two, you fold your collar in two, and then you attach to this already notched area. So I folded this in two, and I've notched the middle. This is the front. This is the front. This is my front, and this is my back. So I folded from the back, the midpoint of the back. I use it as my guide for my midpoint. And so this is the middle of the front to the middle of the front, and the middle of the back to the middle of the back. And I folded collar, so you go ahead and you place it in like this. Now you open this up. This is my midpoint, right? It's already notched. You open this up and you place the midpoint of this collar right side on wrong side of the first part, notch to notch. Place over it like this. You can choose to do this round, pin it round once, get it sewn, and then come back and place the second one on top. In fact, that's one of the easiest ways to get it done. Even though it's a longer route, it helps you just get it really accurately without having any part of your neckline come out of the collar, because this is something that happens very frequently. So you can see that our collar fits just into what we have here after sewing. Our neckline fits just into the collar. Now note that whatever we're pinning on is already folded. It's folded in, as you can see, it's ironed and it's folded. How do I explain this? It's ironed according to the fold. My fabric is already frayed, but this part is going to be inside, so there's no need. I'm yet to get my weaving machine, so I have not done the weaving yet. Weaving is going to be done after the tutorial. But if you have your weaving machine at this point, you can go ahead and weave before putting it in so that your fabric doesn't fray. But anyways, at this point, I won't say it really matters because it's going to be covered. So you can see what I have here. I'm going to take this sewing machine and I'm going to sew. Take this to sewing machine and I'm going to sew this round. Then I'm going to place this on top and close it up like this. I hope you can see that. This second part of it, take it and close it, and then run a top stitch. Make sure everything is properly neatly folded in. Then I'm going to run a top stitch very close to the edge and just follow it through like that till the end. And I'll be back. So ladies, I've gone ahead to attach our collar and it's coming out really nice. You can see this collar has been attached. So I already tried to do this on the mannequin um to choose which of the styles looks better, and I chose one that okay, I'm just okay with us doing. So you're going to place, now this is our front, now our front is the opposite side. You're going to place it like this on your right side, please. On your right side. I hope you can see this. On your right side. Now, this is our collar and this is our shoulder joining and this is our sleeve opening. So you're going to measure out half of your shoulder from your neck area on this line, on the joining line between the back and the front. So half of your shoulder, that is 7.5 for me. So you pick up that place. And then from there, you're going to measure out, we left 8 inches for our Agbada fold. From here, you're going to measure out 4. So on the 4, you're going to pick it up. Pick it up there, and you're going to fold. There's already 4 here, and there's 4 here. So this is the middle of the 4. Total of those 2 is 8. So you're going to fold like this. Measure out your 4 inches with your tape. And then you're going to pin it at the 4 inches. So you can see that. You can see this. So the rest is my sleeve length. The rest of it here is my sleeve length. And you know that literally it starts from here because this is part of it. So you do that, and then you also go ahead and do it on the other side. I'll do it on the other side long enough so that if you did not understand it this first time, you can get it the second time. I measure out from on my line between my back and my front, my joining line. I measure out half of my shoulder from the collar area. Half of my shoulder is 7.5. 7.5. Then from 7.5, I mark, we have 8 for the Agbada fold. So I'm marking half of 8, which is 4. Now, from that 4, I'm going to pick it up. This is 4. I've picked up on 4. And I'm going to, because picking it up here, I have 4 here and I have 4 here, which was added when we were joining. When we were cutting, if you don't understand what we're doing here, please, the first part 1 of this tutorial is linked in the description box. Please do well to watch it so that you can understand. And I say 8, that is what I mean. So we're measuring our 4 from here, the midpoint of our 8. And then we're going to put our pin on that 4. And that 4, as you're putting your pin on it, it is folded. I held it like this. So whatever I've held, I'm just going to hold the entire 4. I'm not just holding the middle, I'm holding the entire. That middle is just a guide for what I'm supposed to hold. So 4 is what I'm holding. Now that's my Agbada fold. Remember that this our back and front are already joined together. So whatever I'm doing here is also reflecting on the back. So after folding, this is what you have. Can you see this already? So for me, I'm going to open it like this. Into the fold, I'm going to put in hemming gum. And especially at this shoulder area, you can choose to leave the other part too. But this shoulder area, the hemming gum comes probably into the front and here. But we have the 8 all through. Most of it is going to happen naturally as you carry your dress. But if you want to bother about that part, you can choose to hold it all through and run a stitch. Some people can see you can tack here. I'm still going to tack here, but I'm going to put in hemming gum inside so that my fold is sharp. Because this is my back and this is my front. So when I put in the hemming gum, this is what we're going to have for our Agbada. The sleeve is inside. When you bring out your sleeve, it's going to come out. But basically, this is what we're going to have. And this fold extends to the end because you remember that when we added all our measurements, we added 8 to the waist. Wherever we cut, we added 8 to the bust. After dividing by 4, we added 8. So we have this fold to the end of this garment. Remember to run your stitch on this hemming gum area of your sleeve so that it is properly locked up. It doesn't open up later. But basically, this is it. So I'm going to go ahead putting the hemming gum at the edge. This is literally a way of laminating this so that it is strong at the edge. And then I'm going to tack here, tack at the other side, and then we're going to turn our fabric right sides facing each other, back and front, and run a stitch. So guys, I'm going to be showing us how I put in this hemming gum. I just feel someone might need this. Meanwhile, I've gone ahead to run my stitches on the sleeve. Your trimming is going to happen later, but see this, your stitch has to be as clean as this if you have to run a stitch on the sleeve. That's why we use hemming gum. So the next point I'm going to do is to attach my hemming gum. Again, hemming gum is definitely your friend. Hemming gum inside across this area like this. Wherever you want to stop is fine. Just make sure your pin doesn't fall out. So put in the hemming gum. Put in the hemming gum, and then you just use your iron to give it a thin iron, please, to give it a very flat seam. Then like press it until it is very sharp. If you want to add more hemming gum, please go ahead and add, and make sure that your hemming gum is by the edge before you iron. Because our emphasis is the edges. That it comes out very sharp. Guys, I also go ahead and do that for the second side. Do it. Just make sure that you align your seams as you're doing this so that the fold is equal. When it's equal, you know when you hold the fabric, everything aligns. There's no part squeezing and going to one side. Yes, I'm using pins to just secure this. I hope I showed properly. And so we're going to go ahead and iron it flat, very flat, people. And then we're going to go ahead and join the sides. Now I don't have my belt made yet, but I'll go ahead and cut out 5 inches wide of fabric and your waist measurement in two places because you're going to be having two belts for both sides. Now this is for the side belt. So 5 inches wide and your waist measurement. You cut that, you fold it in half. Or you might not use your waist measurement completely, but your waist measurement is a major guide. Now what I'm using here is not up to my waist measurement because they are going to be two and it's not going to go round, it's only going to go to my back. So you go ahead. For me, my waist is 26 and here I have 24. So you go ahead and you cut by 5 inches. So I'm going to be folding this more than this so that when we cut it's going to be equal. So you cut by 5 inches. 5 inches. You go ahead and you know that we have two belts here, right? For one side, for the back, for the left and for the right. So I'm cutting this in half. Then you're going to turn your you're going to left and right sides facing each other. You're going to sew. Then you're going to turn it. So when you turn it, this side that doesn't have this side that is not that's not sewn, you're going to place it on your side seam. When you're joining the back and front, you go to your waistline, place it by your side seam, and you just join from up down. So I'm going to show us how this came out. I don't I'm done. So I'm going to be going ahead to press with hemming gum and then iron my side seam, rather and then iron the agbada fold, then do this as well and attach everything. And I'm going to show us what the result is. So you have your one side of your belt and you have another side of it. I'm also going to be doing what I did here. I have my folded area looking sharp and neat. In this one, we're going to turn the back and the front right sides facing each other. This can still be concluded after the sewing completely. So I'm going to turn the right sides facing each other back and front, and then I'm going to measure out from my shoulder to my waistline. Shoulder to waistline. I'm going to be marking that on both sides. Now, my shoulder to waist is 16. I like to use 15 for when whatever I'm doing is flare. So let's say 15, even though we got 16. Anyway, between 15 and 16 on your, just extend it. Remember, we already cut out our belt. So at this point, I'm going to place the belt on the front. I'm going to attach it on the front here. We already cut out our belt and we've turned it. So this area that is sealed is for the public eyes. And this area that is not sealed is what we will be attaching here. Anyway, you can choose to fold it in because it's still, we're trying for this finishing to be neat as well. So you attach it on wherever you're going to be sewing. If you're going in by 1 inch, by half of an inch, on the front pattern, on the front part of the pattern, I'm going to attach, measure one and a half, and I'm going to attach here on the front, please, on the front. So you attach and then you sew all the way down. You also do that for the other side, and we're done with this dress. So people, at this point I had gone ahead to hem the lower area of the dress using the same hemming gun pattern and running a top stitch, and I attached the belt inside even though you can't see it, and we're done with this dress. How do you like it? If you are yet to subscribe to my channel, kindly click on the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so that you see more useful tutorials like this. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.